And we are glad to announce that our seminar is about to begin.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let us start off by introducing our speakers today. May we call on stage Mr. Dexter Allen Takiwag,
Mr. Bill Aaron de los Reyes,
Mr. Rafael Miguel Reyes Lau,
and your host for today, Carlinian Capas.
and yours truly, Marvin J. Rosales. Let us welcome him for his opening remarks. A round of applause for Dexter Allen Takiwag.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I will introduce to you what is our topic all about. This training program is about basic safety engineering. Safety engineering is the process of designing workplaces to prevent accidents. Accidents can do happen. Workplaces and factories can be the possible sites into accidents. And, uh, and by using it, accidents can do happen. Workplaces and factories are possible sites of accident in which wherein even deaths or injuries could happen if comprehensive engineering safety are not being are not being tolerated. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Takiwag, for that wonderful speech.
Now, we are going to do basic safety engineering procedures. Now, there are tons of them, but each of them is different depending on the workplace. We'll start with the basics.
Conduct regular workplace inspection. It is the best precaution in every workplace to check the status of each and every machinery in the factory. Also, it is very important to check the environment and surrounding theory, like how flammable materials must be kept in a proper storage. Wear personal protective equipment. Know and follow the implemented safety work procedures and rules. Attend safety trainings. And Marvel will talk about the other half.
Responsibilities. One must be responsible enough to care for himself, his co-workers, and his workplace. Accident reporting. Mostly, people like us, Filipinos, tend to ignore small errors. And these errors, when it became big, we regret it. So, before you report an accident, report a hazard. Next is material handling. Handling care to materials must be done. Most materials that are most chemicals must be handled with care. Hazard communication. It is better to know these times because it is a precaution and to notify the person that a particular material is dangerous to themselves. Emergency action principles. There are 3 steps in emergency action principles. First is survey the scene. Is the scene safe? What happened? Are there any injured? Are there any companions that can help? Next is do a primary survey of the victim or do the ABCs. What are the ABCs? The ABCs are check for airways, check for the breathing, and check for the circulation of the victim. And finally, do a secondary survey of the victim. Interview the victim and all his companions of what happened, check the victim's vital signs, and lastly, radio for help.
For the next part of the program, we will witness a recorded video interview of Engineer Marlon Martinez, our environmental engineering professor. I hope you will learn and inspire from his discussion.
Binigyan ako ng tropa ko na limo. Binigyan ako ng tropa ko ng immortal.
Di ba sila sa kanya?
And I've been working currently as an instructor in sales department for Venezuela. Well, the basic safety engineering is actually composed of three parts. First and foremost, it is providing foundation of safety. What do you mean by the foundation for safety? It means jobs like hazards analysis, risk analysis. We also have creation of policies for the company and also rules and regulations as well. We also have implementation of management systems, whatever management systems for safety is, like for example, the case of hazard and OSHAs, and you know, the all of these management systems. And then of course, we're laying a foundation for continuous improvements, what current rules of communication, how we will improve it, and what else? Training and basic awareness of all the people in the company. So that is for providing for foundation safety. Another aspect is investigation of accidents and incidences. So if you have incidences and accidents in a company, whatever company it is, like for example, institution like schools, universities, and you have to find out if, for example, an accident or an incident happens, then you have to find out why it happened, what are the root causes, and how to prevent them. Another thing is, or of course, last part is disaster preparedness. For example, if you are in an institution, you are actually looking out for the safety of the health of the institution, then you have to know what are the emergency preparedness steps. Like for example, doing bomb threat or an earthquake or fire or just the first case for accidents. Basic advantage is first and foremost is for you to have knowledge on those things that are possible to actually pose a risk, health risk. So first and foremost, avoidance of those accidents by knowing what are the risks in your workplace. Universities or colleges are very few risks. Mostly our environmental rules. However, for companies or for manufacturing plants, of course, there are a lot of risks. Not only in the manufacturing sites, but also in the offices. And of course, you have to identify near misses. When you say near misses are accidents bound to happen. So you have to identify those because normally near misses accounts for 90% of an actual accident. So if you have like 9 accidents, 9 near misses, the next one will probably be a big accident. 9 times. And of course, if you found or if you are aware of those risks, if you are aware of those incidences, you can actually avoid them and you can actually create policies or rules in order for you to mitigate or actually control the situation. And of course, also providing safety. Safety standards are standards created by authorities, not only by the government but also by private institutions in order to actually create an environment of safety. So there are different safety standards, and some of which actually is stuck to management system. Like for example, if you have your HAZOPs or hazards and operations study, these are a study on the hazards of, like for example, chemicals or hazards of using an equipment, and then of course studying them in order to provide some measure of safety in them. Like for example, fires. When you say blackout, it means that, for example, you are operating a machine that only you know how to operate, then you will be providing a lock for that machine, and only you have the key to open the lock. So in that way, nobody can actually mess around with your equipment. Only you, because if, for example, somebody else would actually operate it, then an accident would happen. So that is a vertical background in safety engineering. So these safety standards are actually dependent on what industry you are in. Like for example, if you are in food industry, we call them the critical control points. It is identifying, like for example, in food industry, identifying the risks which comes with food. Like for example, we know that food actually becomes rotten over time. So how many is of food safe to eat? You know, what is outside the refrigerator or what is inside the refrigerator? So for example, eggs can be eaten for safety for 7 days outside or if it's inside the refrigerator. Or if it has cracks in it, then you should be throwing away already because it is already it can be contaminated with salmonella and so on. But it is different from different accidents. Of course, the first thing that you have to do is like focus, you have to condition your mind because when it comes to the training, if you are well trained and well informed about how to mitigate these problems. Being in an accident is well, it's not like you are already born for it or you can be trained for an accident because sometimes, of course, panic attack, during an accident, and then of course the first reaction is fight and flight. Fight means that you will be addressing the issue. Flight means you have to run because you're scared. So being informed and trained, for that incident, you are focused already. So if in case there will be an accident, you're already you will be prepared to do what is supposed to do. So number one is basically informing the audience. Like for example, there's an accident involving health. You have to inform the doctor right away. You are not a doctor, so you have to inform the doctor. Or you have to inform the doctor. You are in case the patient needs somebody to watch over him or her, then you should ask somebody immediately to contact the doctor. So that is for example. But for example, during earthquakes and fire, of course, there's certain training that they have to provide our people in order for them to do what is right. So the power, lack of power for earthquakes and for fire, of course, for alert everyone by, for example, activating the fire alarm, those kinds of things. It should be, you should know what are the first line of defense of the building that you are in. You know how to, if you are, for example, in a tall building, what is your first reaction? You don't really have to run right away to the elevator or the escalator. You have to first stop, and after the first wave of vibration of the earthquake, then after the first one, then you can actually walk calmly towards the exit and go outside the building. You don't walk on the top of the rooftop and just stay there because it's not safe. So those are the things that you will learn from training. So the training gives you the preparedness and the focus to do what is right.
Thank you, Sir Marlon Martinez, for that wonderful testimony. Next is the most awaited part of the program. Let us call on Mr. Rafael Miguel Reyes Lau and Bill Aaron de los Reyes. A round of applause, everyone. So, good morning. I'm Rafael Reyes Lau, and I will show you the general rules for basic safety engineering. So, there are 5 general rules that are important in basic safety engineering. Do not operate equipment you're unfamiliar with. Always ask the expert always ask the experts or have a consultation about how to operate the machine. Read and obey all operational signs and warnings. What do you think? Why it is important to know the meaning of the signs?
In order for you to prevent accidents and in order to prevent such technical difficulties with the machines.
Yes, that's it. That's it. We need to know the operational signs because for us to avoid the accidents and to avoid the malfunction of the machines. Never work by yourself. Always have a partner for in case that you have a problem in the machine, you will have work on it. Always lock work pieces in the machines. Your pieces is, there are possibility that it will be shattered or happen badly. Do not, do not, do not work in the shop if you are impaired by drug or alcohol. If you are in alcohol, always do not work in industrial or factories because it can cause a accident. Thank you.
And for these things are the last line of defense. But for the first line of defense, we must know first the basic safety rules and regulations in the workplace. We must know hazards. Again, it stands for hazards analysis and critical control points. And these are the last line of defense. For example, I have here helmets used in production in factories and in sites. So may we call on someone who will present here? Yes. This is called a helmet, and this is a last line of defense. In case everything else fails in the first line of defense, these are the last. So why does this protect our head? Because if ever I knock this and ask you, did you feel anything? No. And in case of falling debris in the sites and in the workplace, this helmet will protect our heads so we cannot be injured. So thank you. Another thing is the safety shoes. In case something or some machine fall into your shoe, nothing will penetrate your feet because it is made of metal. And for the next thing, Mr. Rafael Reyes now will discuss it.
Okay, this is the additional for body protection. Do not remove machine guards. Every machine guards, this is very important for the workers to prevent a accident. Always use gloves when you are carrying a sheet metals or any sharp objects. But do not use it when you are operating a machine. I will show you the ABC method of CPR. So may I call on volunteer? Yes. Please come in. So what's your name?
Alec.
So our victim is Alec Amargo, and we will have a demonstration. Okay. The A stand for airway, B stand for breathe, and C is for check circulation. So the first thing you need to do is to tilt his chin and open his mouth and check for the airway if it's free. Then give him a two breath and then pump his chest about 30 times. That's all. Thank you. Now may I call on Bill Reyes to demonstrate the earthquake and the fire escape plan.
Okay, so the basic things that we should know when a earthquake comes is we should lock, cover, and hold. During these times, we must not panic and follow these 3 basic steps. And lastly, in case of fire in the workplace, we must know your fire escape lamp. And if you're familiar with it, you can easily go out of your workplace because there are many fire exits built for our safety. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you to our speakers who passionately share their knowledge with us. And welcome. Always remember these abbreviations whenever we are in our workplace to ensure our safety and prevention of unnecessary accidents. W for wear personal protective equipment. A for attend safety trainings. K for know and follow work procedures and rules. H for hazard communication. A for accident reporting. And lastly, M for material handling. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dexter Allen Tapilos. As we bring the basic safety engineering training program to an end, we thank you again for joining us this morning. We hope that this activity has given you much learning and understanding about basic safety in the workplace.
We are
Again,
the
we are the Infiniti engineers. Thank you and
Synchronize it. Synchronize.